What's up guys, my name's Dychronic, here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the weekly reset for April 9th, 2019. Today is the big April 9th update for 2.2.1, I think update, that's what the update's called, but either way, there's a couple things happening this week. On screen now you can see a graphic that I got when I logged into Destiny. Basically, it's Arc Week. There's a bunch of buffs to different subclasses and whatnot, a lot to the Arc subclasses, a lot of interesting things going on like Mayhem. The Thunderlord quest is back if you haven't gotten it already. I do believe Thunderlord can be randomly dropped from exotic engrams, but on top of that, you can also get it from the Thunderlord quest, which you can actually see on the map, even though I think I've already done it on my Titan. From Amanda, it shows up again. So the Lost Cryptarch is going to be the quest from the Festival of the Lost. Apparently, it still says Festival of the Lost, but if you want to go do the Thunderlord quest, it is at Amanda. I assume there's nothing different about the quest. I assume it ends in a Thunderlord. If you don't have one, it's a pretty good weapon. I would highly recommend it. Outside of that, it's not really special. Let me know in the comments down below if there is something that I've been missing. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the regular weekly reset, starting up at the Nightfalls. First up, we have Garden World, big purple Cyclops at the end, and he drops the exotic ship known as Universal Wave Function. Next up, Arms Dealer, the Chartreuse Cabal dude at the end, one of the regular campaign Nightfalls, and he drops the Tilt Fuse Exotic Sparrow. And lastly, the Forsaken mission, the Hollowed Lair, with a Fanatic Scorn dude at the end. A lot of dudes throughout, a very high scoring Nightfall, and he drops the Mindbender's Ambition, a very powerful PvP shotgun. Highly recommend you get one of these if you don't have one already and you like shotguns. As far as the highest scoring, definitely Hollowed Lair. It's definitely like top 3 highest scoring Nightfalls in the game right now. There's so many enemies. And the fastest one, I would say, is probably Arms Dealer. Even though Arms Dealer was one of the higher scoring, the Garden World with the Infinite Forest and the extra jumping all over the place is a bit longer. So that's the reason why. The heroic burn this week is obviously going to be Arc Singe because it is Arc Week. They specifically planned it so that it would be during the Arc Week. I'm wondering actually if the Reckoning is also Arc Week because I do know that they're not supposed to be lined up. As far as the daily goes for the heroic modifiers on all this stuff, it will be Class and Grenadier. The weekly rotating Crucible playlist this week will be Mayhem. The reason there is Mayhem is because it's Arc Week. They just buffed a bunch of supers, a lot of Arc supers. In the description down below, you can find a link to the full patch notes, basically my previous news drop. There's a lot of changes to Arc ones, and they should be a lot of fun. You should see a lot of Arc in Mayhem. If you want to go play Mayhem, it is there for you. And I just wanted to go ahead and check in with Reckoning. It is Arc Singe for Reckoning as well in Arc Week, and the daily right now is Blackout and Heavyweight, which is a pretty decent combo. The Flashpoint this week will be on Isle, complete public events, lost sectors, and heroic adventures on Isle. To get this, as well as the fact there is going to be a powerful reward from this adventure, in case you wanted to know. And this is the, oh yeah, this is the Whisper mission. I was like, what is that? But yeah, this is Whisper mission. As for the Dreaming City this week, it is in its weakest curse. If you want to do that first mission in the weakest curse state, you have the opportunity to do that this week, as well as the other powerful rewards available for you. The Ascendant Realm this week will be in the Gardens, so if you want to go do it, the portal should be over here in the Gardens. And in this one, you go out and you get those 3 balls that are around the area, you bring them back to the middle, and then you get a bunch of super. That's the Ascendant Realm this week, I believe. As for Escalation Protocol this week, it will be all 3 because last week was a sniper. Next week will also be all 3, and after that will be the Ikello shotgun. As for Ever versus Inventory, gonna quickly go across, oh yeah, I forgot about this, there's gonna be the Arc bundles this week. We're gonna go quickly across all the different things she has, starting here at the first one. I believe we've seen these ones before, right? Oh yeah, okay, sorry, these are the Thunderlord. They have moved from this faster than speed bundle. Faster than speed. Okay, so they've duplicated for some reason. They usually, you know, both the Whispers and both the Thunderlords have been here for a very long time, and for some reason they moved both of them over here, probably because of the Thunderlord quest. But I just wanted to quickly check because I didn't recognize it at first. But we got a bunch of different cool things here for the Arc Week. All of these you have to purchase with real money. They all are Arc themed kind of things. We saw all of them in the previous week on the TWAB. You got to see each one of them. Each one of them is like a Titan and a Hunter and a Warlock one. You have one for each one of them. They're all just special little Arc things, and you can get them if you want to buy them from the bundles. Each one of them costs silver, which is real money. 500 silver is $5 for each one of them. As far as the Bright Dust purchases, you got a bunch of different things. Gonna scroll across the top in case you're interested. This Cabal ship thing I am currently using on one of my characters. I forget which one. I do like to use it a lot. Public Defender shell for this Zappy one, which is actually a really cool looking shell. I would have wished that it had a better perk on it, like Guiding Light, but I do have a lot of Guiding Light, so it's okay. highly recommend you get this Seaver projection because I've never gotten one, and it's actually very dope. It's animated, and I highly recommend it if you don't have it already. We got the legs for any of the classes you have, so it will be the same roll no matter what class, but it will be specific to your class. Moving on to the next section, here we have the Vigilance Wing Ornament, which I didn't even know existed. This must be a new ornament that I didn't even look at. Although I would say the other ornament that makes it look like an angelic weapon is definitely a lot better. Dreaded Vulture, or the Sniper, maybe the Soul Survivor Sniper. Yeah, Soul Survivor. Looks like Dreaded Vulture. And across the bottom, there's really nothing else that is too very special. And again, there is no more 4-star bounty. There is no more Prismatic Matrix. In case you're interested in any one of these bounties, just gonna fly across them. Don't know why I never do that, because well, it's probably because I never pick these up. Art kills? Oh boy! And as always, I've got some Prime Engrams, so let's go! Love box opening with useless weapons and armor! I don't know why I always have Prime Engrams just sitting there, but I always do, and they're always worthless. Alright, Benedict Cumberbatch. Totally useless. Ignore Cumberbatch. You're gonna scroll across here in case you're interested. You can see the symbols in the top left to see what DLC they're from, but overall just not very useful. Sins of the Past used to be nice with cluster bombs. Cluster bombs got heavily nerfed, as well as the fact there are better versions of the Sins of the Past, better fire raids, versions in Void. Ignore him, he's pretty much worthless unless he's selling the Midnight Coup, which in my opinion is still the best PvE hand cannon. Even with spare rations having better stats and 4th column and mod slot, I still like the Midnight Coup the best. Moving on to Hawthorne's inventory in case you're interested. You got Nightfalls with your clanmates, you got Crucible matches, you got raids, and then finally you got Gambit Prime matches, which you need to actually have a clan perk. I believe we just reached level 5 in our clan. This is a level 6 thing? I've been seeing this as not a no-go for a long time, and apparently it also offers a powerful gear, which is kind of cool, but kind of useless, because by the time you get this, you're probably max level. As far as the weekly raid challenges go, you have the Summoning Ritual, which will be the Folly challenge in the Last Wish raid. Basically, you must activate all 9 platforms and kill off the 3 ogres that will spawn in the middle. As for the Scourge of the Past one, all for one, one for all. I do believe this is going to be the one for the part before the boss fight with the section on the underground. Basically, the way you do this is every person has to dunk each color onto the tank things at least once. The way you do this, send 3 people down. They each get 1 color each. They come up, they dunk on the 3 different tank things. The tank will not spawn. As they're dunking, send the other 3 people down. They all get 1 color each. They come up, and then they all dunk on the 3 different things, and then the tank will spawn. And by that point, every single person has dunked 1 color once, and that means that you have to do that 3 times, and then you'll be able to get each person dunking every single color, which is an interesting challenge, but it just kind of takes a long time. If you are used to just doing everything in one phase. You know, I have a question for some of the people out there, because I don't know the answer to this question. Where the hell are faction rallies? I know that they weren't really that exciting, and they were going to update them and change them somehow, but I haven't heard anything about faction rallies in a long time, and I gotta say, my faction armor set is gathering dust in the vaults, and I really need to know what I need to do with them. Moving on to Ada's holy crap, what is going on with her weapon frames this week? Okay, starting across the top, we've got the dailies. Just gonna quickly go across these before I go into the weapon frames. Holy hot damn, what is going on? I don't know if this is a glitch, or this is for Arc Week, or a change. I don't know. You've got Pulse Rifle, which is going to be Izanagi's Forge. You've got the Bow Frame, Izanagi's Forge. You got Sniper, Go Fanon Forge. You got the Sword, Volander Forge. You got Hand Cannon, Go Fanon Forge. You got Auto Rifle, Volander Forge. And you got Machine Gun, Volander Forge. I don't know why there's 7 options. Is this all of the options, by the way? Is there anything missing here? I think this might be all the options, because I can't remember if there's more than 7 weapons. That's a lot of weapons! It's crazy. I'm a bit scared. Ada, can we have a talk? This is weird. She got her rainbow glow, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, the weapon frames!" And the last section, friendly reminder to pick up your Legion's bounty thing. If you did the Drifter, it'll be at the Drifter. If you did the Vanguard, it will be at Ikora, and you'll be able to get that thing, as well as a reminder that there is going to be more weekly bounties, daily bounties, and all that stuff in his inventory, which I'll not be going over because that's a lot of things. That's pretty much it. That's the weekly reset for you guys today. If you had any questions down below, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah. My name's Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next vlog. Bye-bye!